Hi everyone. Today, we're tackling a common problem, a failing power steering pump on a Lexus RX350. This job might seem daunting, but we will walk you through each step. You will save money by doing this yourself. First, gather your tools. You'll need a ratchet set, wrenches, a drain pan, new power steering fluid, and a new power steering pump. Safety is always our top priority. Start by disconnecting the negative terminal of your car's battery. This prevents any accidental electrical issues. Next, safely lift the front of your Lexus RX350. Use sturdy jack stands to support the vehicle. Never work under a car supported only by a jack. Now, let's get access to the pump. You will likely need to remove some underbody splash guards. These are usually held in place by clips or small bolts. Sometimes, removing the passenger front wheel provides much better access. Locate the power steering pump. It's typically on the lower front side of the engine. Find the power steering fluid reservoir. Use a turkey baster or fluid pump to remove as much old fluid as possible from the reservoir. This minimizes spills later. Place your drain pan underneath the power steering pump area. There will be fluid coming out. Now, we need to remove the serpentine belt. Locate the belt tensioner. It's usually a pulley with a bolt in the center. Use a long breaker bar or ratchet to rotate the tensioner. This will release the tension on the belt. Carefully slip the serpentine belt off the power steering pump pulley. Once the belt is off, we can disconnect the hoses. There are two main hoses connected to the pump. One is the high pressure line. The other is the return line. Have your drain pan ready for the spills. Loosen the banjo bolt for the high pressure line first. Be prepared for fluid to spray out. Remove the bolt and its associated washers. Then, disconnect the return line hose. This is often held by a spring clamp. Use pliers to slide the clamp back. Pull the hose off the pump. Allow all the remaining fluid to drain into your pan. Now, it's time to unbolt the old pump. There are usually a few mounting bolts holding the power steering pump to its engine bracket. Use your ratchet and appropriate sockets to remove these bolts. Keep track of all bolts and washers. Gently wiggle the old pump out of its mounting position. It might be a tight fit. With the old pump removed, it's time to install the new one. Carefully position the new power steering pump. Align it with the mounting holes on the engine bracket. Start threading the mounting bolts back and by hand first. This prevents any cross-threading. Once all bolts are started, tighten them securely with your ratchet. Reconnect the high-pressure line. Make sure to use new crush washers if your new pump came with them. Tighten the banjo bolt firmly. Reconnect the return line hose. Slide the clamp back into its original position. Double-check all hose connections to ensure they are tight and secure. Now, let's put the serpentine belt back on. Route the belt correctly around all pulleys. Use your breaker bar on the tensioner again to create slack. Slip the belt back onto the power steering pump pulley. Slowly release the tensioner. Check that the belt is seated properly on all pulleys. It should be snug. With the pump installed and hoses connected, it's time to add new fluid. Fill the power steering fluid reservoir with the correct type of fluid for your Lexus RX350. Always consult your owner's manual for the specific fluid type. Do not overfill the reservoir. Now, we need to bleed the air out of the system. Start the engine briefly, then turn it off. Check the fluid level again. It will likely drop as the fluid fills the pump and lines. Add more fluid as needed. Repeat this a few times. Then, with the engine running, slowly turn the steering wheel from full lock to full lock several times. This helps push any trapped air out of the system. You might hear some groaning noises at first. Keep turning the wheel until the noise stops and the steering feels smooth. Check the fluid level one last time. Top it off if necessary. Carefully inspect around the new pump and hose connections for any leaks. If everything looks good, reattach any splash guards or the wheel you removed. Reconnect your battery's negative terminal. Take your RX350 for a short test drive. Pay attention to the steering feel and listen for any unusual noises. You've successfully replaced your power steering pump. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more DIY car repair videos. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next one.